It's all right. I'll catch you.
I don't think...
I'm right here.
I don't think I want to. Let's do something else, okay?
Look at me, son. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fail. But to say that you're not even willing to try, that's unacceptable, Reed.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Now jump.
Instrument of fate.
Look out, Sue!
I have been created for a single purpose.
Reed, we're in trouble here. Johnny's out and I'm doing everything I can to hold things together. Maybe now's the time for some deductive reasoning?
I am righteous vengeance in robotic form.
On it, dear. It's actually fascinating. Each of these machines appears to have been manufactured specifically to defeat a single member of our superhero family.
I cannot fail.
Then we better switch things up.
There was a hole in my logic.
Hey, there's a guy inside. He ain't got no clothes on.
It's Bentley Whitman, the wizard. Ben, I'd recognize that head anywhere. Johnny, check the other machines.
Will do. Yep, all three, alive and kicking.
Well then, be careful. There are people involved. Let's show a little compassion and restraint for our fellow man.
Is there anything more disappointing to a creator than the failure of his creation? Why is it that my sons so thoroughly fail to please me? It is also very disappointing. I know that a father is supposed to unconditionally love his children, but I can only find room in my heart for anger for you and your current generation. I'm going to have to do something about this.
Here's the last one.
Reed, they're all the same person.
Manufactured, I'd guess. Clones.
Well, which one's the real deal?
Not sure. Maybe none of them. Something's not quite right here. Let's have a closer look.
Oh, that's completely messed up.
DNA-based processing, redundant intelligence centers, trans-universal point-to-point data streaming. Really solid work, Dr. Whitman. Oh, here's the real problem.
Hunter-killer clones designed specifically to terminate us, and you found a bigger problem?
He's got a plutonium-powered brain, Sue. He's his own final solution.
Great. Any other bad news?
Bomb's active. I can track the feed. Unfortunately, I only packed a single translocator. Don't worry, this shouldn't take long. I'll be home for dinner.
Huh?
Reed!
Oh. What have you done?
Is it playing God if you're truly serious about creation? No, it's not.
You need to stop this.
Don't be afraid, Richards. This is discovery. What do you say? Let's slice open some atoms and get a peek at the origin of the universe.
Bentley, you're not well.
You think I don't have to do this? I do. We need to burn it down and start over. Gods make mistakes, Richards. Look at us.
When they lock you up, I'll make sure you get the very best care. I'll visit regularly, I promise. Maybe we can publish a paper together. And that is what Daddy did at work today.
Yes, pow! Take that, bad guys. Tell us another story, Dad.
It's bedtime, Franklin. And tonight was an exception. You know that I don't like story time to be about whatever adventures your mother and I get into. You hear enough about that from Uncle Johnny and Ben. So tomorrow night, it's back to reading from The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. Exciting stuff.
Oh, man.
Good night, Val. I hope the part about the bombs didn't scare you.
Dad, I know that you built the entire top of the building to act as an interdimensional panic room. I wasn't afraid. Franklin and I were fine. Besides, I'm 3 years old. It's important for me to not spend time thinking about things like that. Night. I really hate going to bed.
I know how you feel.
When I grow up, I'm going to stay up super late, even later than Uncle Johnny.
That's pretty big talk.
I'm a pretty big boy. Love you, Dad.
Me too, son. Good night.
Hey, Dad,
Yes?
what happened to the little boy?
Who?
The wizard's kid. You know, the little boy in the story you told us.
Well, as you know, when a bad guy gets captured, they usually get sent to prison. Then it becomes the responsibility of the authorities to help out with a situation like this. They'll find him a new home.
So he's going to be all right?
I hope so. Sometimes when children have bad parents, it makes things very difficult. Sometimes they need a lot of looking after. There's too much of that going on right now.
Oh, but you're going to help him, right? You'll have to try.
3 choices. In each envelope is an all-expenses-paid vacation, each one to a luxurious, remote, and secluded location. It's time to choose contestant number 1. What's it gonna be?
I don't know about this.
What's to know? You're ugly, you're lonely, and you've just had your heart broken. Time to get out of town, man. Pick.
Okay. That one.
Kids are in bed.
Thanks.
Val figured out the changes I made to the building.
How did...
You should plan on getting used to it, Susan. She's gonna be much smarter than I am.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner! 3 days, 2 nights on beautiful New World with superhero/celebrity Johnny Storm. Oh, and what's this? Prize includes fruit baskets and a selection of scented oils and other fine bath products. Very nice, Benny. Well done.
You're just gonna ditch me for some girl when we get there.
You can't prove that. Hasn't happened yet. We'll go this weekend, have a bag packed. It's gonna be a blast.
Should've picked a different one.
I'm not sure how to handle this.
The same way you handle everything else. Better than I do. You're a great mom. That's all she needs.
Hey! These all say the same thing!
You couldn't lose, big guy. Who loves you like Uncle Johnny?
Okay. I'm going upstairs.
Turning in?
Yes, I'm exhausted. I never used to get this tired. You coming?
You pretend that there's something wrong with me, but I know you see the same things I do. Math is the language of God, Richards. We've both done the calculations. This world is going to tear itself apart, and there's nothing either of us can do to stop it. We've been judged.
I've got some things rattling around in my head I need to deal with.
I would tell you not to stay up too late, but we both know better than that, don't we? Just don't fall asleep in the lab, okay?
Uh-huh.
Confirm voice authorization.
There's always hope.
Deep in thought. Keep out.
Once I built a great machine. It spanned the difference between the known and the unknown. It provided answers to impossible questions. What is the true cost of man's mistakes? What is the purpose of my life? How can I save my world in these dark times? And the one that changed everything? Who else seeks the answers to these same questions? The machine was pure knowledge, a much too dangerous thing. So I hid it here, in my room of 100 ideas. 100 ideas I believed could change the world. And a greater one beyond that. I want to build a different future than the tomorrow I see on the horizon. What kind of a man am I if I don't do everything I can to make that happen? So now, I return to the machine. You said you could help me. He took 3 days longer than normal. It's to be expected. He's a troubled and conflicted man. Now how can we help you, Reed Richards? How do I solve everything? Aggressively. You're me. Clearly, I am not. And neither are these men. Then who are you? My name is Dr. Richards, but I prefer Reed. As I'm sure you do. Yes. Yes, I do. You two, your powers are like the members of my family. Reed of Earth 6590 and Reed of Earth 12 were chosen because you would find them familiar. We found this helps ease the transition. And what are your powers? Oh, there's nothing special about me. I'm just a man. Come with us. There's something you need to see. Where are we? A conduit that leads to a construct nestled inside a fabricated pocket reality. It's a place outside of both the universal structure and the space that exists between them. Do you understand? No? Here, the rules that govern all reality do not apply. It is here that we do our work. And where are we going? To meet your brothers. Welcome to the Council. This is the good place made by great men. Here, all things are possible. This is amazing. What do...
Attention. Attention. Universal beacon activated. There has been a Galactus incursion on Earth 2012.
And the great hunger is upon me once more.
Unexpected? My first day was nowhere near as interesting as this. This is what you do? Protect Earths from whatever? Policing time is a reactive position, Reed. We do much more than that, just as the founders of this council intended. Who built this place? We did, Dr. Richards. This is a dream made reality, a place to become something greater than what you were. We would like for you to join us. It's time you reached your full potential. I don't believe in murder. Here they come. Get ready. But this morning before breakfast, I helped kill a Galactus on Earth 2012.
This planet dies so that I may live. A course of events that has occurred 1,000,000,000 times before.
Engaging breakfast time functions.
Good morning.
Morning, Dad!
Here you go, Stretch. You look like you need this more than I do.
Thanks. What's going on over...
Birthday party.
Artie and Leech are definitely coming. So are Katie and Jack Power. Is there anyone else you want to invite?
Do you think Dad could get Spider-Man to come?
Well, he'll probably be busy, but I'm sure that he could ask.
What do you want that guy for? If you want a super cool superhero at your party, someone that says, Franklin Richards living the dream, then you're gonna want the Human Torch kid. I'm sure I could squeeze it in.
Mom, I'd really rather have Spider-Man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this because no one else will, Franklin. Spider-Man sucks.
You suck, suckface.
Franklin, apologize.
Okay, Mom, fine. Sorry, Uncle Suckface.
And what's wrong with you?
I don't want the kid embarrassing himself.
Uh-huh. Do me a favor. You and Ben go play with the kids, okay? I need to talk to Reed.
Sure. Okay, midgets, move it.
You know, Stretcho Scientist Leader Man, when you don't keep the wife happy, it's the whole team that suffers.
The screen protocol activated.
So, You've been spending a lot of time with yourself.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Reed, I know your work is important, and I would never tell you what to do with your time.
Sure you would. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're getting ready to do.
I hate it when you do that. You spend all day in your lab, and then you act like you know every thought that's running through my mind.
Susan, when I was 15, I split my first atom. And by the time I was 25, I had spliced a gene and created new life. I've been to the stars in a rocket built with my own hands, and I've seen the death and birth of suns with my very own eyes. All of this, my own doing. I'm the foremost authority in countless areas of science and technology, and when the smartest people on this planet need help, it's me they call. I will not apologize for knowing the things I do.
What's your point?
I'm an expert in many things, but it's you I've studied the most. Give me one more week. Universe 8901, Day 1. I could never accept the idea of someone going hungry, so I started here, terraforming a 24-square-mile patch of land on a barren, uninhabitable planet. I called it the farm. And now this planet provides food for those that have none. This is good, Reed. What? It takes a while for one of us to get acclimated to being a member of the council, to get used to what it is that we can do. Your entire life you've had to think in terms of what's the most one man can achieve, as if choosing between things is a requirement. You're going to have to stop thinking so small. Why would I ever stop at one, Reed? I have hundreds of worlds like this. The scale of something like that. Yes, it's time to let your imagination run wild, Dr. Richards. Take a look. Now pretend there is no horizon. Ah, good. A shipment is getting ready to go through. You won't want to miss this. Cool. Listen, there's something I've been wanting to ask. Of course, what is it? You're wearing an infinity gauntlet. A glove that will let any wish become reality. Why bother with all this when you could just snap your fingers? It doesn't work that way. The gauntlet only functions in the universe it comes from. And we're operating in a slightly bigger arena than that. Besides, there's nothing wrong with getting your hands dirty, is there? Universe 45, Day 3. You've seen the farm. Yes. Everything we do has a purpose. It was necessary for you to see that before you see this. The greater good always makes the necessary evil more tolerable. Watch. This is an important lesson. Hold him.
Do your worst, Richards. Doom will never stop.
I know you think that, Victor. You could have been so much more. What did you do?
Doom.
The collar is a permanent control mechanism. It destroys higher brain functions. And so, just like that, Victor Von Doom is gone. And only this shell of a thing remains.
Doom.
Why would you do that to him?
Doom.
What made this Doom so much worse than all the rest?
Doom.
I want to show you something. This is the hole.
Doom.
Oh no.
Doom.
The hole. Deep beneath the main council chamber. This is wrong. Of course it is. But like I said, necessary. You don't know it yet. But you'll learn that there is no greater threat in the universe than Doom. His appetite is unmatched. He will never break. He will never yield. Why should I believe you? Because on my Earth, a small portion of Victor's DNA was spliced together with mine. You see, I know him in a way that none of you ever will. I feel those same urges. I've got some Doom in me. Upper dimensional space, Universe 12,498, Day 4. This is slightly disorienting. Don't worry, Reed, that's perfectly normal. Operating in higher level space takes some getting used to. In this dimension, scale and will are perfectly proportional. This is how we perform surgery on the universe. Now, have a look around and see what you're dealing with. It seems to be a variable density star in a state of unnatural rapid decay. And what could cause something like that? My best guess right now would be a supersymmetrical Oh, careful. Oh, I think I've got it. Move it slowly. Well, would you look at that? Fringe dark matter. Yes, the remnants of the Big Bang. Like a cruel parent, the universe reached out from the past to try and take back one of her children. You just saved 8 billion people, Reed. Feel good? Yes, very good. Well, that's it then. What do you mean? You've seen the farm? Yes. And the hole? Yes. Then you've seen the good and the bad. And after that, you stood beside me, larger than the sun, and did the impossible. It's time for you to decide, Reed. Do you want to play superhero the rest of your life? Or do you want to join us and solve everything? The Baxter Building, Day 5. I can always tell when you've got something on your mind, Reed. What's troubling you, son?
The kids at school.
Someone's being mean to you?
No, nothing like that. No one makes fun of me or anything. Actually, they think I'm cool.
And how is that a problem, Reed?
They like me, Dad, but they're not like me.
No one is.
I don't understand.
There's something special about you, Reed. One day you're going to have the opportunity to help lots and lots of people. Maybe even everyone. Just maybe, if you set your mind to changing the world for the better, you can do that. Because there is nothing you can't do.
You really believe that?
Son, I know it. The Council, Day 6. So, you've come to a decision? I have. And you're sure? I've weighed all the options and I think that I can do the most good with the Council. So if you'll have me, I'd like to join. I believe I belong here. Then sound the great symbol, let the word echo out. Our number has grown by 1. We've been found by another brother. What say you, Council? Is this man... Impossible. Brothers, be wary. The gateway is breached. The Council is compromised. It's the bridge from Universe 4280. What is the meaning of this? I'm sorry. So sorry. They made me. Who made you? Speak, man. Who made you? They've grown mad. They think they are gods. I thought I could stop them alone. I was wrong. They took me, tore open my mind. I told them about us. Now they have come, and from here they plan to take everything. Who? Not gods, but something close enough. Celestials. What are their intentions? I can't. Push through. Madness. Madness. They want the Council as a staging area for conquest. Oh. They've noticed me.
Unacceptable. We have removed the intruder animal from our mind collective. This place leads to all others. We would have all of it kneel and gain favor. Forgiveness.
No. We are men. We have no masters! Find cover! Defend the Council! To the armory! Reed! I need you to access my universe. You're going to use your Infinity Gauntlet. Yes. My body will not be able to handle it. You'll burn me out. I'll die. We have to turn this or we're finished. I can't think of any other way, can you? No. No, I can't. Well, it's been one hell of a ride. For all of us. You five, get to your Earths and bring back whatever you can to help stop these monsters. Hurry! Activate bridge!
Reed's primary lab. 5 minutes ago.
I'm all done, Val. What's your pack? Some comics, food, snacks, some juice boxes. Well, don't squish them. Remember last time when... Hey! Got it. Cool. What is it? Insurance, Franklin. Your horse ready? Yep. Ready and willing. Then let's go. We don't want to miss our flight.
Okay, that's it. We're off.
It's gonna take an hour or so for us to reach the platform where the New World portal is. You sure it's okay for us to be going, Sue? 'Cause you ain't gonna be able to reach us if you need us.
Go. Have a good time. You deserve it.
All right then, you heard the lady.
No way to be bothered and stuck on a world that has never known the love of one Johnny Storm. Here we go.
What was it you said? Mom, can we please go on vacation with Uncle Ben and Uncle Johnny? No, absolutely not, she said. Maybe next time when you're older, she said. And what did we think of that? It didn't seem fair. It wasn't fair. Not one bit. Right. Wait, why is that again? Because it's almost your birthday. Right. Then I'll be 1 year older. Franklin. Yeah, Val? We're gonna have to round up. I'm gonna shoot the thing now. Woohoo!
Deep in thought. Keep out.
Reed, I've been thinking. Mostly about the conversation we had at breakfast the other morning. About what I want and what I expect. And I want to apologize. Not because I was wrong or because I reacted poorly, but because sometimes I forget what it must be like to be you. You, needing to fix everything, and me and the rest of the family not being able to help you or even see what it is that needs fixing.
Deep in thought. Keep out.
So if this is just one of those things you need to work through on your own, I know it must be very important.
Deep in thought. Keep out.
What I'm saying is, yes, I miss you. God, do I. But you take however long you need. Because what I want is for you to be you. And what I expect is for you to do what you think is right. I'll be here, waiting, when you're done.
Deep in thought. Keep out.
The council. Moments later.
Ah, nice, Reed. A universal entropy gun. punch a hole in an impenetrable object with an antimatter shell and deliver a payload of rapid equilibrium. Damned effective when Celestials bleed energy. I hope it hurt. They're retreating. Good. Get this man some aid. Status report. The council has been secured. 5 of them escaped through other bridges. 4 through one, 1 through the other. You're gonna be alright. Shut off access from those universes and gather a hunting party. Summon any Reeds that weren't here. We're going after them. On it. Reed, you stay here. Look after the wounded. But I can help. You've done enough. You were the only one who came back. The weapons you brought turned the tide. So that's twice you saved my life today. I'll have to owe you. You saved me as well, Reed. Are you alright? No. When they tore my mind apart looking for information about this place, the Celestials did something. It's gone, Reed. My gift. How my mind worked. Gone. I'm sorry. We'll find some way to fix this, to fix you. Will you now? And what if you can't? I don't know. There are other things, important things. Like what? Friends? Family? No one here has those things anymore. We gave all that up for the greater good. So if I don't have this, I have nothing. What do you mean, no one here has those things? It's simple, Reed. The cost of solving everything is everything. The work will consume you. How can we think about little things like our personal lives when the fate of all we know lies in the balance? Susan will stop understanding. Her patience will run out as she's forced to raise the family all alone. Doesn't she deserve better? Ben and Johnny will get angry and eventually move on. Your children will resent you because you work too much and love too little. All you'll have left is this. I would never do that. Yes, you would. You will. It's the price, Reed. It always gets paid. Even knowing this is how it ends for me, I'd gladly do so again. No, I don't accept that. I won't. Who are you to think you're any different, Reed? You'll be back.
You always come back.
I have to go now, Reed. I want you to stay. There are things that have to be done. Things I must do. I don't have any other choice, son. I wish I did. How long will you be gone for? A long time. Too long. If you truly need me, I'll be around, I promise. But what if I just want to talk? Reed, I've given you plenty of advice over the years, and I know you've listened because I see what you've become. A man capable of making his own decisions. Computer, seal and lock the door to the machine. Erase the room. But I want you to remember one last thing before I go. The world is ugly. It should not be, but it is. It will force you to do things you know you should not do, to compromise simply because you feel like you have no other choice. This weakens us. It makes men less than what we should be. And it will be even more difficult for you because you have an extra burden, because you have a gift that will affect many people. But this, without this, means nothing. It's a terrible thing for someone not to reach their full potential. I know. As I've grown older, I've realized I did not have the character to be both good and great at the same time. But you do, Reed. And as such, all my hopes and desires rest in you becoming what I'm not. When you grow up, I expect more. Son, I expect better. I want you to be a better friend than I was. Be a better husband. Be a better father. Reed, be a better man.